tonight will tell whether or not a bottom side, such as the Hobart Devils, with a home court advantage and a rampant crowd that they produce here, can come up to the top teams. The Brisbane Bullets, defending champions, of course, are the team that everybody's tried to emulate, and the enthusiasm they developed with their crowds and with their game style. I think the Devils tonight could pull a major upset, and this will see whether or not they are that good. They've come very close on several occasions. Tonight we might just see an inspired Devils come out and give the Brisbane Bullets all they can bargain for.
The Devils, not a consistent performance throughout the year, just the 4 victories. A few hiccups for the Bullets. They have been defeated 6 times. Brian Curl back in harness, expecting that they have started to get that run. They're starting to build up for the finals. They've got a big confrontation against the 36ers in the middle of September, and it's important that they start to produce the form that we know they can produce.
They must win these type of games. You don't want to let a bottom side get up and upset you, so they'll be really working hard as the Devils control the opening tip.
Paul Simpson watching from the sidelines. He was out injured last week. Ronnie the Rat from the sidelines. The Bullets in the white. The Devils in the blue. And the super stuff this evening at the Kingborough Sports Stadium. The vocal cords being aired as Senstock makes a long bomb that's ineffective. And Carfino hurries off home. Bit of nervous tension being expended early in the piece. That's to be expected. Carfino from a long way out. This time, perhaps.
That's more shots than I've ever seen him miss in a row. 3 straight misses. Devils are fired up, but they've got to channel that enthusiasm to good play and not just enthusiasm.
Plenty of big, tall timber underneath the basket for the Bullets. Both sides astray early. The other imported player, Jeff Akers, has built up a big reputation. Percentage-wise, he's shot 67 from the floor throughout the season. He's been happy with the way he's been playing. Dave Atkins in the foreground, not impressed. Greg Lansdell and Graham Kemp, the men in charge, and the 2 coaches.
Right now he's calling out NBL, let him play, because he posted up strong. Denard posted up strong, but he was called for blocking out, which is a bit ticky-touch for NBL. They like to let him play a little more physical. Good play by Warren Stanwick.
Almost 1 3/4 minutes gone, and we haven't a score on the board. Both sides tardy in their basket attempts. Denard working hard to prevent Senstock from getting space. Ronnie drives in. And the big grabbers from the ex-banana bender, the mountain, the Murray Seals. The crowd responding to the big fellow. On court, 2 scores to settle. We'll be looking to perform well. Warren Stanwicks, Akers.
Nice play, nice turnaround jump shot for Jeff Akers. Devastating on that shot. One of the top scorers in the NBL this year, and he can produce a big night.
That's the man I want to see in action. Logan's unsuccessful.
Just what the Devils were looking for. A slow start by Brisbane on the road, and Devils want to start strongly, and there goes Akers. A nice drive, and it's in for 2. Devils take an early 4-0 lead. Brisbane very flat-footed after the long trip down to the Devils. Nice tackle. Nice rugby league tackle by Denard, and Ronnie the Rat doesn't think he's too impressed with that.
And you can see from the bench the Devils contingency getting totally involved.
Look at that, nice tackle. Looks like rugby out there.
Akers has netted the first 4 points. Steve Carfino, the fleet's best. And the home team scurry away to a neat lead after 3 minutes of play in the first quarter. The Bullets up by 6. The Bullets down by 6. The Devils. Good start, Don.
Yes, an excellent start. Here's a beautiful long shot, no problem. Larry Senstock. Super player.
Experience. He's been around for quite some time. Olympian Larry Senstock. And that bomb for the Bullets. They would have expected the Devils to start well. They would have expected plenty of pressure from a parochial crowd and a team of basketballers who are starting to become recognised as at least capable of mixing it with the better teams. Akers a top start.
Yes, that was a nice play. They switched the taller Akers off onto Ratcliffe after a screen play, and of course that opened him up to take that jump shot over the top. Ratcliffe too short to really defend Akers properly.
Loggins with the singlet as well as the t-shirt. He and Denard mixing it up.
A nice lucky bounce for Sincock, but they all count two. 8-4, Devils up.
Senstock with 4 points, Akers with 6, the other 2 to Carfino. Plenty of muscle in the early moments of this important game. Ratcliffe unmarked. Try it again, Ronnie. Neat feed off to Loggins, who goes all the way. He's a little bit tardy in his scoring attempt. Akers. Man on screen has to be one of the most exciting basketballers in Australia at the moment.
Leaping Leroy, he can turn it on both ends of the court. He's guarding man-to-man Carfino, who is the Devils' big scorer, of course.
Chris McGraw hitting the Bullets for the first time.
Too easy of a shot, not enough defense. 8 plays 6, Devils still hold a 2-point lead.
7 minutes of play remaining in the first quarter. Akers grimaces as he fires unsuccessfully. The Brisbane Bullets all the way from north, and that's dumped in the hole by Big John Dodge.
Very high percentage shot. You don't miss many of those, and you don't get them blocked. A big slam dunk, and the Devils are all square. The Bullets from Brisbane, the Devils from Hobart, 8-all.
Crowds here have been around about the 1,200 mark. The Boondall Stadium up in Brisbane has catered for up to 8,000. As it's turned around to Warren Stanwick's Jeff Akers, who's been pretty successful so far this evening. But the Bullets used to the big gatherings. They thrive on the atmosphere, and speaking with Coach Brian Cool before this evening's game, he was suggesting that even though the crowd might be down tonight, he expected it was going to be tough. There he is sitting down, and there's Dave Atkins shouting instructions to his charges.
Dr. Dave has got the Devils up for this game. They're really hoping they can hold on to the game early and not have one of those flat patches. The Devils last week played the 36ers all the way in close, but just had one quarter where they weren't up against Geelong, rather.
8 points each of 2. No score in that attempt. 6 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Cascade Tassie Devils, the Brisbane Bullets. Basketball fans all week looking forward to this match. Shields underneath, being worked overboard by Big John Dawes. And when a game as such has everyone talking about it, people want to see the best basketball. They want to see the Brisbanes in action.
Well, you're seeing the best in Brisbane there. You see Shields get the pass inside, but went up. Dawes fouled him from behind. Easy shot. He should have converted that one, even though you're fouled. Those are the strong plays inside you got to have. Devils take the lead, 9-8. Murray Shields a giant, nearly 7 foot tall on the old scale. Whatever he is in centimeters, I couldn't tell you.
7 foot sounds good enough to me.
That's very close.
A nice crisp sound of the leather flipping through the ring, and the Bullets trail by 2. Devils have been renowned for reasonable beginnings. The Bullets, a few hiccups as we did suggest early in the season. A bit wayward with their passing in the early moments of this game. And Carfino around Ratcliffe. And the Lizard. Akers doing some pensive thinking.
Devils in a slow-down offense. Warren Stanwick from the top, no good. Leroy Loggins with the rebound.
He must be feeling the cold down there. He's got a bit of extra warm gear on. Suggested if things hot up his style of play, that won't last long. Big Larry.
Stripped. Gary Denard, long pass down the court. Devils waste an opportunity. They got the Brisbane Bullets to turn it over, and right away turned around and lost the ball again. Devils renowned for hitting flat patches. Play well and then hit the flat patch. All there.
5 minutes remaining. Devils up by 2 in the first quarter. Cal Bruton not playing for the Bullets. Paul Simpson not playing for the Devils. Unfortunately, Bruton not able to play because of injury, robbing the crowd of witnessing some of his finesse as Carfino bombs away and misses. Hasn't found his touch. The leaping lizard. Superb athlete. Superb point scorer. The Bullets, who won last year's playoff, beating Adelaide 121-95, heading for the playoffs this year with Loggins netting one.
Magnificent shot. A lot of defensive pressure, but he still took it straight up. No problems. Young Warren Stanwyck, been playing for the Devils for about 5 years, started when he was 16 years old. So he's got a lot of experience on that young body.
You'll need it all out there this evening. Very tightly knit defence from the Bullets as Denard's wayward shot. And Ronnie the Rat on the run. A lot of colourful personalities in the Bullets combination as from the side. In the hole that goes. Chris McGraw, 4 points. He and Senstock head the Bullets scoring list with 4 each of 2. Akers for the Devils has shot 6.
Devils having a very poor shooting patch, and the Brisbane Bullets are starting their run. Finally hit the lead by 2 points. Here comes Senstock. Beautiful drive, in control. Just off the rim.
Strong rebounding by Jeff Akers. Just over 3 minutes of play remaining in this first quarter. Brian Curl, a wealth of experience. The Bullets man in control. Coach of the year in '84. Had a fairly impressive all-time record. The Bullets a little wayward in passing again, but Carfino on the end of a loose ball. Doing some fancy footwork. Jerry Denard, who has been a good contributor in recent weeks. Some pushing underneath. As we see Dan Van Hoss-Pelican getting some last-minute instructions from Coach Dave Atkins.
Both Dan Van Hoss-Pelican and Peter Mann coming on. Peter Mann, wealth of experience.
Indicative of the scoreline, which shows just 22 points have been netted with just under 3 minutes of play remaining.
Last week against Geelong, the first quarter score was 35-34, with both teams shooting the lights out. Tonight we have just the opposite, 12-10 Brisbane in a very slow and lackluster start.
Peter Mann for the Devils, one of their veteran campaigners. Relax passing. They'll pay dearly if they could give the Brisbane Bullets any extra scoring opportunities. Radcliffe misses. Underneath, that's good, strong, tough work from Robert Sibley. His first basket for the evening stretches the Bullets' lead to 4, just on 2 minutes remaining.
Exactly what Brian Curl asked. He said, let's speed up the offense a bit, get down there, get the quick shot. It's exactly what they did, and did it well.
Akers up to 8 points. Talking about Brian Curl's coaching record, 137 wins and 53 losses overall. Mr. Basketball in Brisbane has a top record, a record he cherishes. And to come down to Hobart and be knocked off is something that he would not be pleased about at all. He'll make every effort to make sure it doesn't happen. Sloppy out there at the moment, Tom.
Very tentative, and they're trying to get the ball to Carfino, but Leroy Loggins doing an excellent job of defense, can play both ends. 3-point attempt, long way out, no good. They're looking for Ronnie the Rat to shoot some of those fantastic three-pointers, one of the best three-point shooters in the league. He starts shooting, look out, here he goes, nope.
He's content to pass it around, they all are. They're not too concerned as to who's on the end of a couple of points, but Loggins can't find the basket. Van Hoss-Pelican was hungry for it underneath, but Senstock nets.
Devils had the ball, but turned it back over, and Larry Senstock inside, absolutely devastating, and a beautiful turnaround shot. Brisbane Bullets 16, Tassie Devils 12.
Senstock 6 points, becomes the Bullets' leading scorer. Akers for the Devils has 8. The space is there for Van Hoss-Pelican, the tongue twister. Just on half a minute remaining, the Devils working to try and reduce the deficit, which is 4 points. And there's the mountain of a man, Big Murray Shells, who sticks that in the hole. 4 points for the Giant. Nice and tight, nice and tough out there. NBL action this evening. The Devils playground. No place for faint hearts. It's warming up. One shot remaining before quarter time. And a successful one. Chris McGraw right on quarter time, knocks one in the hole for the Brisbane Bullets to open up the lead at quarter time. The Bullets 18, the Cascade Tassie Devils 14. Oh, the two teams ginger up their individual performances in this second term. Loggins heads for home in the opening seconds of the term. The exciting Loggins. He's got some company out there. McGraw.
Here he comes. What a great shot. All kinds of pressure, worked his way inside, weaved, bobbed, and put it in. 2014, the Bullets right up in a magnificent individual effort by Leroy Loggins.
They're applying pressure in the middle. Steve Carfino, they've heard about Steve, know what his expertise is off court. The lesser lights in the Devils team will be required to pull out some big performances. Jerry Denard lost control. He's been a little quiet early on.
He's playing very tentative, and the pressure of the Bullets right now is starting to tell on the Devils. Devils have had a chance, but these turnovers hurt them.
Leroy Loggins, the long bomb in the hole. He started the second term well. He's netted 6, and the lead stretched to 8 points. Carfino not on target, 1 from 5 in the first quarter. Akers 4 from 8. The Devils cannot afford to lose opportunities as such. Peter Mann. Murray doing the rebounding. Loggins doing the running. Fancy if you like.
Devils getting nothing on the board. Brisbane now controlling the boards both on the offensive and defensive end, and once you start controlling the board, you start winning the ball game.
Robert Sibley.
Here it comes. Brisbane playing very well right now. Up the tempo, busted open to a 10-point lead, 24-14. They made their run. Devils must steady quickly. There you go. Nice little fake, moves across. Bernard fouls him again, and the shot goes up and in. Again, the rebound for it. Look at that, fantastic play.
Big work.
Forwards.
Chris McGraw. He's figured prominently in the point scoring. 8 points to McGraw. He's got some friends. Loggins 6. Senstock 6.
That's Murray Shields' big weakness. You see, he went up there, had the ball, but lost it. Weren't strong enough to hold on to that ball.
The opening 2 minutes of this second term have belonged to the Bullets. They stretched their lead of 4 points at quarter time to 12. They've held the Devils scoreless in the opening couple of minutes.
Being very tough underneath there. That last play that flashed between Denard could have gone either way, but referee saw it as a foul.
Dave Atkins has got some worries, and he's called a timeout for the Cascade Tassie Devils. 26 plays 14. The Bullets with a clean pair of heels. All work and no play out there. Pretty tough for the Devils to set up a scoring opportunity. Credit to the Bullets. Tight defence, tight unit. They're making their run at the playoffs and would like a nice victory this evening. Peter Mann is long but not accurate.
Again, Brisbane Bullets controlling the rebounds. Once you gain control of those boards, you've got control of the game. And right now, they're well and truly in control, moving the ball very well. There's Leroy, easy in. Brisbane going away, 28-14. Devils have no answer.
Loggins up to 8 points. Second all-time scorer in NBL basketball. Carfino, who's been quiet, gets 4. Margin back to 12 points, but Loggins with an average overall of 25.4 and an average this season of over 30. What a superstar he is, and here's Akers on the run. Smooth Akers feeds, and the result, okay. Carfino brings it back to a margin of 10, and the parochial gathering, hearing their dulcet tones at the playground, wishing, hoping the Devils can get back into this game.
Well, that was more luck than good sense. A nice steal, but they fumbled the ball around, yet still ended up scoring. Look at that forwards, look at that. He's up there, 3-4 tips at the ball. The Devils lose it again, but off they go on the run. And they're running their cool.
Akers. Double figures for Jeff Akers.
The transition game of the Devils could be the difference, but they don't like to run too much because they feel they don't have the depth to play that real hard, aggressive game.
Personality is Ratcliffe. Draw's untidy. Akers, who has gingered up his play. Hungry for a sniff of that leather on the deck. And the hard floor of the Kingra Sports Stadium being felt by Jeff Akers and Ronnie Radcliffe.
Not bad when you can bring a player like Sinstock on again. See right there, hustling the ball, Ronnie Radcliffe, full stretch. Devils should win this jump.
Danny Morsu coming onto the court.
Not a bad replacement, is a great player.
That's what you call bench strength. And that's what you call a head-high tackle. Warren Stanwicks.
In the NBL, 14 fouls in any one quarter results in a 1-on-1 where the team can go to the free throw line and shoot after each foul. Right now, it's only 2 fouls for Brisbane and 1 for the Devils, so no team in foul trouble in this early going in the second quarter.
Bullets lead by 8 points. Akers. And there's Big Bad Murray.
But he put it on the floor and lost it. All he had to do was go straight up in the air. But this is typical of the Devils. Have the ball inside, but they lost it. Fortunate to get the ball back. McMurray should have taken that straight up.
Jerry Gennard, who has the Bullets firing shots. Carfino went for Akers, who went about a half a second beforehand. The ball went to open space.
Just poor play, that.
Loggins, who handles the ball with aplomb, finesse, you name it, he's got it. Akers doing some heavy work. He's built himself up for this big game, Jeff Akers. Wants to produce.
Have absolutely no rebounding strength, the Devils. They're being killed on the boards. But only 8 points in it. There he is, Ronnie the Rat. Smooth as silk. Can shoot. 30 plays 20, 10 points.
On the scoring board, Ronnie. The Devils called for a timeout. 7 minutes remaining in this quarter. 30 to Bullets, 20 the Devils.
But Brisbane right now, controlling the rebounds at both ends, have this game well and truly in control with a nice little 10-point lead early in the second quarter.
Nice cushion to have for the Bullets as Gennard lost it. Morsu was off and running, and Gennard's having a bit of a chat.
There you see the comedy of errors. Devils had the ball in good position inside, but the turnover again gives Brisbane the chance. Basketball's a game of turnovers. You only have 2 ways of getting the ball. That's if you rebound the ball, turn it over, or the opposition scores. Of course, scoring is the worst way to get the ball back.
Loggins exciting the crowd with his skills. I think the Devils are Loggins conscious, but when you've got a superstar on court as such, you're aware as to his talents. And he displays them.
Yes, they posted up down low, and they just waited for him to get clear and then gave him the ball quickly. Carfino, nice answering play, and the Devils blow the easy one. Murray Shields blows the easy one. 2 easy shots, but the foul, and we'll send Murray Shields to the lane. There you go. Big Murray up and at him. Missed the easy one.
Gives us time to check the leading point scorers. Akers has 10 for the Devils, 6 to Carfino, Loggins 10 for the Bullets, and 8 to Chris McGraw. Murray Shields.
This is probably Shields' most court time I've seen him have in any of the Devils game. They must have failed. They really want to give him a chance tonight against the Brisbane Bullets, his old side, see if he can get some enthusiasm up there, but he hasn't had a great deal of time. The Devils' regular center, of course, is out with knee construction surgery, and this has really hurt him. And there's an easy one.
John Dorsch. He's a giant.
Paul Simpson, also banana bender, came down to play, but out with reconstructing knee surgery, and that's really hurt the Devils as far as their big man strength is concerned.
He's watching from the sidelines. Cal Bruton not playing this evening, which is a disappointment. That's not a disappointment to Jerry Gennard, who when he nets one like that, when he sticks it in the hole, you can see him grimace and rush to the other end of the court, trying to gee up his charges. Bullets lead by 10. Gennard hits the boards for the first time, just under 6 minutes of play remaining in the second quarter.
Right now they're posting Leroy, and there he is again. They're posting him down low against a smaller opponent, and he's just cutting Bull Stanwicks to ribbons.
Leading point scorer for the game, Leroy Loggins, with 12. And he's exciting this crowd here who love the Devils, but can appreciate the class. Outside the three-point line, Carfino sticks it in the hole.
Three-pointers are devastating. They really pick up your game.
9 points to the corkscrew, Carfino.
More so on the drive, and Akers the foul. Both sides with 3 fouls. McGraw replaces Morso, and there's Ronnie the Rat. But there's the rebound to Brisbane again, and quickly inside. Controlling the boards, offensively and defensively.
Crowd getting in amongst the action. I'd suggest enjoying the action. Bullets holding sway. They lead by 9 points, just on 5 minutes of play remaining in the second quarter. Bullets in 3rd spot on the NBL ladder. The Devils well down the tube, but mixing it with the premiers of last season.
There's the controlled fast break and an easy shot to Stanwicks, but it's way off.
Loggins went fancy. Carfino was equal to the task. Akers for support. The moans and the groans of anguish.
Plenty of opportunities by the Devils on the transition game, but haven't been able to put it in the hole. Brisbane looked very steady. Brian Curl, sensational coach, knows what it's like to win. Reigning NBL premiers, the Brisbane Bullets. Perennial bottom holder, the Cascade Tassie Devils, but Carfino, and another 29-36. Bullets in the ascendancy.
Carfino, who was ordinary in the first quarter, 1 from 5, has lifted his play. It'll have to be a road scholar to work out that Carfino means so much to the Devils, as does Akers. The Bullets, we could just about name them all. Radcliffe from outside.
Ooh. You don't let Ronnie the Rat stand out there and shoot those, because he'll can them all night long. You've got to have terrific defense on him outside, because he's a shooter.
He's only shot 5 points, but he's played an effective part in the Bullets' 10-point lead, as we're under 3.5 minutes away from the long interval here at the Devils playground. Carfino does the whirling and twirling, and then rockets one down the tube.
Seems to be the only Devil that's really got any movement out there. The Devils stagnate on that ball, and the Brisbane collapse, and their good defense not letting the Devils get any kind of run-on game at all.
Crowd warming to the activities.
No good, but there they got the board again to get 1, 2, 3, 4 shots.
Pretty rough and tough out there. Carfino goes for a hurry. Akers. 12 points to Jeff Akers, 13 to Steve Carfino, and all of a sudden, the lead is reduced to 6 points.
Now you'll see the professional Bullets. They know they've just Devils had a bit of a run on there. They'll slow it down, work for the good shot, make sure they score this one.
Who's going to be on the end of a Senstock pass? Radcliffe.
Isn't it great to have an outside shooter like that? They worked it right down to the last 30 seconds. They wanted to score, and they did. That's the sign of a real professional side.
Devils providing the questions. The Bullets adequately providing the answers. Carfino.
And again, the Devils nearly lost the ball inside. There's
under 2 minutes of play remaining. The crowd geeing up the Devils. The Bullets squaring off nicely with Senstock rocketing in. 8 points in it.
Real tremendous player. Senstock can shoot outside, take it inside. He can do whatever he wants to with the ball. Super player.
8 points to Larry Senstock. Another personality. Big Murray goes for broke. Brushes off the cobwebs and sticks it in the basket.
Devils are a real fighting side. They never seem to give up. There goes Carfino, feeds the ball off, and Big Murray puts it in the hole. Murray Shields, it's good. 43-38. Devils still in it.
9 points to Murray Shields into the last minute and a half of what's been an exciting first half.
Devils really up on the intensity now in the defense. Now they'll drop back into a zone.
Big crowd here at the playground.
Switching defense, zone defense, and right away there's a steal. Jerry Denard, Big Jerry off to Carfino, and it's good.
Carfino, 17 points, and the Bullets cling to a 3-point lead, getting close to half-time. Big Dave Atkins jumping out of his skin, the jumping bean Dr. Dave, the medicine man.
A little angry about them not being up on the defense right away. They want them to play that trapping defense right away. There's a steal. Big Murray couldn't control it. And Brisbane stepped out of bounds. Devils' new defensive intensity is causing some turnovers, just what they wanted.
Under a minute to play in the first half. The Bullets lead by 3 points.
Now the Devils have got to show a little professionalism and see if they can work for that good shot. Not take the first one.
Akers.
Wide open. Good. 1 point in it. 43-42. Devils fighting back and the crowd is wrapped.
25 seconds remaining. Akers up to 14 points. Loggins. Devils under pressure. And Ronnie Radley. Oh, he's a cool customer.
Oh, yeah.
And he's loving this zone. When he saw a zone, he said 2 points. Carfino right on half-time.
Wondering why there wasn't a foul. There was a bit of a tunnel, a bit of a knockdown. And at halftime, 46-42.
Top half of basketball. The Brisbane Bullets protecting a 4-point lead at quarter time. Got away to lead convincingly by 12 at one stage, but as it's turned out, both teams in the second term have shot 28 points. Fascinating first half. And the Bullets clinging to that 4-point lead. A lead they deserve, there's no question about that. They've provided a big gathering here at Kingborough Sports Centre with plenty of action, plenty of highlights. Incidentally, for NBL enthusiasts, after the latest round of NBL matches, 22% up. That's the attendance on last year's figures, with over 246,000 people right throughout Australia loving the action of National Basketball League. And you're seeing the action this evening from the Kingborough Sports Centre, the home of the Cascade Tassie Devils, who attempt to make inroads onto this 4-point deficit they face at half-time. Similar at quarter-time. And Carfino reduces that deficit in the opening seconds of the third term. Carfino nets his 19th point for the evening.
Beautiful drive, but picked up a charge, so Devils pick up their first foul of the second quarter, and the perspiration being wiped from the court gets very slippery. Kingborough Stadium known for the zebra court. Notice all those lines out there. It's a multi-purpose stadium, and they've got more lines than you can imagine, but players aren't too confused. They know where the basket is.
Haven't had too much trouble in finding it this evening. A somewhat tardy beginning, but the action has hotted up in the second quarter, and one would expect it would follow in a similar vein in the third term.
Look at how well Brisbane used the ball. They know they've just got it more so up, and it's good. Very professional approach. Needed a score there. Devils were coming back. 48-44, Brisbane.
Also on the scoring boards for the first time this evening, Jeff Akers, Peacock, Jerry Denard, a little quieter than normal. He and Larry Senstock.
Great defense by Senstock. And there's the difference. The Devils' secondary players just do not have that shooting capacity to really threaten, so that allows the Brisbane Bullets to sag off and get on the stronger shooters. And there's Ratcliffe, wide open, no good. Battle on the rebounds, and it'll be Brisbane's ball on the side.
Doesn't miss too many. Real cult figure, and Leroy Loggins on the end of that pass. 14 points for Loggins. Basket for basket in the opening seconds of this team. Carfino, who means so much to the Devils, he leads their point scoring tally with 21.
Carfino has had some 50-point games, so he can light up the scoreboard given any kind of opportunity.
4 points in it, the Bullets.
And again, Leroy is loose on the back line. Here comes the Devils.
Nice and tight out there on the scoreboard and on the court. Murray Shields, who spent plenty of court time, number 12 in the foreground, but the shot to be taken by Stanwicks, and that's good enough.
48-50, Brisbane Bullets on top, but the Devils right in this game. Here again, we'll see the professionalism of Brisbane, working the ball, taking their time, looking for that good shot. Brian Curl said the Devils played tough on the first two passes, but after that start sagging off. Here goes Senstock. No problems.
You keep saying they show their professionalism, Don. Now the Devils that far away from being able to do that as Denard drives one but misses.
Yes, they're just so close, but not quite there. That's why they're on the bottom and why Brisbane's up on the top.
Nice and neat from Chris McGraw. The lead opened up to 6 points. McGraw, 10 points. He's hit double figures. He's got some friends in that category. Larry Senstock, 10. And Leroy Loggins, 14. Ronnie Radcliffe, 10. Round and round you go, and then she falls. Steve Carfino.
Playing a lone hand for the Devils right now, but he's a tremendous ball player. Brisbane trying to set him up. Look at there inside to Leroy Loggins. Loses the ball.
Here's Jeff Akers. Nice flip over from Danny Morsu. Lots of talking on court. And the crowd enjoying this basketball scrap. Thoroughly involved. Bullets lead by 4.
The Devils made a nice play there, but then again couldn't convert. That's the big difference. You've got a young lad, Stanwicks, on the incredible Leroy Loggins. Defensive mismatch.
He's a superstar. Fine shooter.
Oh, what a magnificent rebound. Look at that. When he put his hand on the shoulder to go up and get it, you'd have thought they might have taken that score away because he did use the defensive player to assist in the shot. Now watch this. Here comes Senstock. Goes up there, but it's a beautiful tip.
3 fouls, Senstock sitting on.
Very strong play. 56-50, 6 points in it. Carfino with the ball. Goes around, goes up, and it's, oh, that's right off the rim. That was going in. That was definitely going in, but a beautiful defensive play. Went up there and tipped it off the rim.
A bit of hustle and muscle. No intent. Watch Jeff Akers do the tumbling. And that's called a sandwich with Jerry Denard, and the meat there is Leroy Loggins. Dan Van Hoss-Pelican having a chat to Dave Atkins from the sidelines. Hasn't seen much of the action. Bullets lead by 6. We've got 7.5 minutes of play remaining in this third term. And the reigning NBL premiers with a nice cushion. They've been made to work pretty hard this evening.
Oh, yeah. Here comes a nice drive. Look at that. There's a nice block. But he's called for a foul before the block was made. Crowd very unhappy with that call, but definitely correct. Here you see him on the drive. Man behind. Murray Shields is pushing on him. The block was clear, but the foul's on Shields. Shields taking a well-earned rest, and Dan Van Horst-Pelican comes into the ball game. Brisbane bench. They're loaded with talent all the way down.
Chris McGraw directing traffic, showing how easy it is from the free throw line.
Looks like he's not even paying attention, still puts it right in the hole.
$12 points.
58-50. Brisbane just slipping away again. Devils trying to keep in contention. You can keep close. You never know what will happen in the last little bit of the game.
Most coaches working overtime. From outside the three-point line, Carfino.
And you see, the Devils were inside on that, but the stronger play by Brisbane tore that rebound away. Leroy Loggins all the way. No good. Here we go. Transition game. Feed off. And it's good. And the foul should be... This is going to be an interesting call. The basket good. Here comes Stanwick on the dribble. Puts it in. Score counts. And then he's called for an intentional foul.
Brian Curl doing some arguing, and all of the Devils are arguing. The referee touching the kneecap and suggesting Warren Stanwick's was rather brutal after getting rid of the ball. And the hoots, the jeers.
Contentious call, but Warren Stanwick went up for the layup. The referee decided that he lifted his knee up and was called a flagrant and intentional foul, and the crowd does not like it at all. That was a bit rough. Score was made. but definitely drove the knee up high, and so the referee gave it an intentional foul, and that helped the Brisbane get the ball and 1 point from the free throw line. Open it up 59-52.
As well as the
Leroy on
shots
the drive.
that got the ball, which is more important. Ronnie Ratcliffe and, well, those last few seconds. The Bullets lifting their play, scooting away now to lead by 9. Ratcliffe has 12, and here he goes again. And that's fairly easy. Neat ball handling. Robert Sibley on the end of it all, putting it in the hole.
A lot of pressure there on Carfino, and Brisbane trapped very well and got the steal.
Carfino trying to square off the field. Ooh, that was a bit rough.
Leroy Logan, instead of going up to block the shot, took a swing at Carfino's feet, and that's 2 shots. Watch this. Here he goes around. Pushed him on the hip to knock him off balance. Definitely a foul.
Carfino having a friendly word to Logan as he wanders by.
3 fouls.
Match. Steve Carfino with the Brisbane Bullets leading 63-52. Not like Carfino to be so sure.
Tired, working very hard, and he's just not converting. Neither one. Very unusual. Excellent free thrower, but you can tell that little bit of tiredness. He's working extremely hard, and of course they don't have anybody they can rest him with. It's one of the problems of the Devils, lack of bench strength, lack of depth, and that's an easy one into Leroy, but he lost it. Devils on the run. Smooth Acres not so smooth there. Then he fires up a hope shot. Not good play by the Devils. Not good at all.
There's some muscle. The crowd all of a sudden finding voice and hooting. They love the action. And I think they love to see the best of basketball. We're seeing the Bullets displaying their prowess this evening.
Poor defensive play from the Devils. Let the man step in behind him, and then he had nothing to do but either foul him or give him the basket, and foul on Jerry Denard.
A couple of fouls to Denard.
Denard's the key to the Devils because he's one of the strongest rebounders on the team. Murray Shields checking back in as Denard is in a bit of foul trouble. Dave Nelson, 8th all-time top scorer in the NBL. 21.5 per game average over a long and illustrious career. Gets the hoots of the crowd, misses the first one.
Andy Pay to have on the sideline. 63 plays, 52 before this attempt.
And missed them both. The Devils don't have a band like they do in Brisbane, but they sure let their vocal cords do their noising for them.
Well, we're not graced by the presence of the Bullet Pullet this evening, unfortunately. He does not attend away games.
Nor the Dancing Devil. Both mascots missing tonight.
What's not missing is action. Murray Shields got a mouthful of that one. Tight Brisbane Bullets defence, making it difficult. Stanwich wayward. It's not just tight, but it's an aggressive style of defence the Bullets have.
That's right. Excellent defense. They play both ends of the court. You cannot be a National League champion team unless you're willing to play defense. Look at how they swarm all over him. Right away, there was somebody helping backdoor and someone going after the ball. That's excellent defensive work by Brisbane.
Dave Nelson on the foul
He looks
board.
open, and all of a sudden, there's one swooping on it and one coming up to block it.
We mightn't have seen Jeff Akers uttering something to the referees. Might have heard him. Wasn't all happy.
Crude defense, very crude. Pushed him off. They're really worried about Carfino, but that was not good defense by Leroy Lawton.
Carfino sitting on 23 points. Highest scorer for the game for the Cascade Tassie Devils. Jeff Akers, who hasn't scored in this quarter, has 14 points. They're the two outstanding scorers for the Devils. And foul trouble all of a sudden for the Bullets.
Brisbane are not playing good defense right now. You see here, just crash, bang, hit them and knock them down.
Robert Sibley in strife.
4 minutes, 58 to go in the quarter, and both teams have 5 personal fouls, so this has been a fairly rough quarter. But Brisbane have opened 11-point lead, 63-52, and Dan Van Horst Pellica to the line, trying to cut that lead back down. Originally from Canada, Dan Van, but an Australian.
That's a mouthful. Dan Van Hoss Pelican.
An Australian who played his basketball in Canada.
Makes the difference, 9 points. The enthusiastic crowd getting involved.
Now the Devils gone back to that trapping zone defense. We're playing man-to-man. This led to a few turnovers when they put it on before, but Brisbane are right awake to it now and get the good shot on the outside. 2 points, no problems.
Dave Nelson.
You beat a zone with good ball movement, and they moved the ball very well until they got the ball on the 45 with a man taking the easiest of jump shots uncontested.
It's a nice cushion to have. They've been able to guard this lead securely, tightly, right throughout the match. Devils to within 4 at quarter time and half time, but the Bullets skipping away in one sense as perhaps this is the most vital few minutes of the match. A couple of baskets by the Bullets could tidy up proceedings nicely. Loggins goes from a long way out to the big circle. Big John Dorge.
Devils stripped the ball on the other end and right away they're back. See this strong rebound, up he goes. Murray Shields traps it on the board, but it's called for pushing.
The tongue twister in strike, Dan Van Hoss Pelican. And foot stomping. The clapping has no effect on the chicken farmer.
Well, if they get crowds of 8,000 in Brisbane and the band playing and everything else, I'm sure they're used to a bit of noise, but it sure is noisy here.
Murray Shields grappling with one.
Wraps those big hands around it.
Nice handy 12-point lead enjoyed by the Brisbane Bullets as Jeff Akers brings it back to 10. Akers' first points for this quarter. 16, Carfino 8 from 13 in the first half. Akers 7 from 13, but the Bullets bring it back quickly. Leroy Loggins, who hasn't hit the boards as much as perhaps he would have liked. He shot 16, but his partners in crime, McGraw's got 12, Senstock 12. The depth evident. Rattler 12 as well.
That's a pretty rough call for NBL. Teams were going strong to the boards. You see it go up here. Both teams going up. They let them play 1 minute, and then the next minute it's a foul. So a little inconsistency there. NBL is not the kind of game that you can just call those rebounding fouls unless it's pretty aggressive, and that was just a little bit ticky-touch, I think, for a rebounding foul.
Akers on 3 fouls as Peter Mann on to replace Brennan Stanwicks.
Both teams in foul trouble, with the Devils with 17 fouls and Brisbane with 5, so it's a one-on-one situation on every foul called for the rest of the quarter. 2 easy points.
Neat conversion by Dave Nelson.
Biggest lead of the game, 14 points. Brisbane up to 70, Devils 56.
3 minutes remaining in this third term.
Now there you see was a bit of rough stuff, bit of body clash, but well called, let it go. Peter Mann sneaks inside. Leroy Loggins up high for the rebound. And tears down the court. A lot of skills.
Neat feed off to Radcliffe. I'd say Loggins would have altitude trouble from a standing start. He sails into the air very gracefully. Delight to watch as the Brisbane Bullets, the NBL reigning premiers, and the Devils really a test this evening to see whether or not, or how close they are to match head with the strength of the competition. And they've worked feverishly all evening. They've been able to hang in there. It's looking a little ominous at the moment, the lead of 14 points, just on 2.5 minutes remaining. Akers to the line.
I'm surprised Brisbane haven't used more of their bench strength in this game. They've pretty well gone with the 5 and 6 players, and they've got a great bench that'll probably stand them in good stead when it comes down to the final quarter. Worst free throw shooter on the Devils. Cannot make a free throw.
Akers stays on 16 points.
Nice post up inside, and that'll be 2 points. No. Posted him very well. Took the turnaround jumping hook shot, but wasn't on.
Just on 2 minutes remaining. Bullets up by 14 points. They've led all night. And Carfino. There's his mate,
Yeah.
Pelican.
No foul.
And the jumping John Dorge, who stands at about a little lower than a cumulus cloud on a winter's day.
Nice fake.
I like the way Leroy goes the big leap, the lizard himself. John Dorge up to 3 fouls, and both coaches in the foreground, Dave Atkins.
To see how fast Brisbane collapsed, that was really good defensive play. One went up, stopped in the shot. He looked like he was wide open, and then all of a sudden, here they come.
Danos Pelican, 3 points for this evening. 13 points in it.
Most fortunate. Air ball, ball on the side. Oh, I thought they'd give him another shot for entering the lane too soon. 13-point lead, 70-57. Brisbane well in control, looking the very solid side. 1 minute 57 to go in the quarter. And Brisbane with the ball.
John Dorge just sitting down in the foreground. Being replaced by a reasonable sort of an athlete, Chris McGraw. Bullets.
Again, this trapping defense the Devils employ. Brisbane been able to handle it very well in the second half. First half gave the Devils some dividends, but this second half, Brisbane right on top. Nice open shot, no problems, but he missed it.
Fascinating team, the Bullets. They had a hiccup a few weeks ago when they lost a couple to the Spectres and to the Tigers. The Devils cleaned up the Tigers, so upsets are to the order of the day in the National Basketball League this evening. As Shields belts one in from a long way out. The margin is 11 points into the last minute and a quarter of this third term. 11 points to Murray Shields. Jeff Akers knows he's in the wrong.
Very tired defense there. Didn't move the feet, let the man step around him, try to strip him from behind. Not a good call. 4 fouls on Jeff Akers. He could be sitting on the bench. Very poor defense. A tired man when you start making plays like that. Really hurts when one of your top scorers go out. Brennan Stanwicks, one of the 2 Stanwick brothers on the team, suffered a dislocated shoulder just about 6 weeks ago, and is making a comeback now after injury.
Dave Nelson finding the basket. 5 for this evening. Murray Shields doing the questioning.
And that's that silly new rule where you can't go into it before it strikes the rim, and it's every time a shot goes up, it seems like it's a raffle. Both sides are going in early, but seems like every time someone misses it, the call is made. I'd like to see him switch that rule to the old rule. When the ball leaves the hand, it's live, because teams are always encroaching, and it just takes a lot of the spectacle away from the game to always give the guy the second shot.
1 minute remaining in this term.
In and out.
Bullets, a handy lead of 13 points, getting close to the break at 3/4 time. A very handy lead. They're protecting 3rd spot on the NBL ladder.
Didn't box out. Didn't stop the man from following. Murray Shields blocks a nice shot there.
And the applause from Dave Atkins. Brian Curl doing the pointing. Dave Atkins, an intense person. Loves
yes.
to win.
And he's battling that, you know, when you're coaching one of the bottom sides, league against the top side, you just hope against hope that you can play that 100% game where you just everything's going right. But the Devils are playing a good, consistent game, but not up to the standard of the Brisbane Bullets. 20 seconds to go. Leroy on the drive. Beautiful fadeaway shot. No good. And the littlest man on the court, Ronnie the Rat, gets in there and takes it off the biggest man on the court, Murray Shields. Good anticipation.
Murray Senstock patrolling
6 seconds to go.
And it's going to be a Devils ball right on 3/4 time. No shot forthcoming. And the score at 3/4 time, the Brisbane Bullets up by 4 at half-time have stretched that lead. An impressive third term in which they scored 28 points to the Devils 17. At 3/4 time, they lead 72 to the Devils 59. The margin in favour of the visitors, let's work that out, 13 points as we begin the final term. And let's just see how polished a performance the Bullets can finish off with this evening. Are we looking to crunch the Devils. They've set up just that with the lead of 13 points. And there's some pleading being done by Peter Mann in the opening seconds of this final term. And the referee's getting a hard time, Kemp and Kendall.
I'd like to see that again, because you see all of a sudden ball's inside. There's plenty of players crashing down on it, but you see here he comes. We didn't get to see it at all. Peter Mann is certainly remonstrating and feeling that it's not a good call. 73-59, Brisbane going away. No good. Now you see the difference. The man was allowed to step into the free throw line early from Brisbane, tipped it in, and Hobart was called earlier for stepping in, and so it's a very difficult situation on the free throw line anymore. It's a terrible rule, and I'll be glad when they get rid of it.
Jeff Akers sitting on 4 fouls, one of the Devils' better performers. And the Bullets providing the answers. Dan Van Hospelican. No place for faint hearts out there at the moment. In the non-contact sport of basketball, they muscle it up, they mix it up.
Well, I think it depends on which team you're playing for, because Millman will go underneath. We have a call that they go to the free throw line, and then all of a sudden we turn around there, and there seemed to be a bit of contact, but we have no fault. It's better to let them play in the NBL. That's their job. Akers and Denard back on. The Devils say, okay, we got to have our run right now. 3-point attempt is no good. And again, the superior Brisbane Bullets on the backboards control the rebound and, of course, control the ball.
Radliff gave the impression of going for the shot, had support from Sibley, who in turn gets support from Loggins. Touch of class in the display of Leroy Loggins. Everything he does with spit and polish. Jerry Denard, who'd like to work home hard, he sets himself fairly high standards. It's the man in question. Tries to get through a brick of bullets.
The Devils can shoot if they've got the clear shot, but generally the Bullets' defense is too strong, and right away they come back and score. There's just no rest. 77-61 Akers. They're going to try to shoot their way in it, and it's good. Devils have nothing to lose now. They might as well start firing the ball up.
Ryan Curl, a couple of questions from the sidelines.
Bit of refuge being thrown upon the floor.
An exasperated Tassie Devils fan, perhaps. Devils, the first of 2 on this weekend. The Bullets will jump in a plane and head north tomorrow morning.
Defensive man stopped the offensive man for 5 seconds. Akers, long 3-point.
Nice and tough.
Oh,
long bomb.
66-71. Here come the Devils in one of their big comebacks again. They've had them against every side in the league where they've come back strong, but never been able to quite finish them off. They're tough at home, though. They've only lost 2.
Under 10 minutes remaining. 7-7-6.
Look at that. Inside to Leroy. Pulls it back out. Composite player can handle that ball. Ronnie Rat. No problems. No good. And Akers with the rebound.
Akers sitting on 4 fouls. Crowd sitting on the edge of their seat.
A little bit of a foul there.
Good strong stuff from Jerry Denard, who worked hard for it underneath. Denard getting involved, both verbally and physically on the court. Bullets up by 11 points, 9.5 minutes remaining. About 1,200 people here at the stadium this evening.
Working very hard under the basket, Leroy Loggins, and he gets the ball. That'll be an interesting call, and it's a charge. Leroy Loggins tried to do a little too much. Carfino helping him up. Here he comes on the drive. There's Stanwyck standing there in his position, and it's a charging call. Everybody on the court was signaling charge.
9 minutes remaining in this final term. Jeff Akers
just sunk that long 3-point shot.
Devils with one sense is an all-out effort as Shields is good. And he's happy about that one. There's the big fellow.
68-77. Big goal for Murray. Went up strong that time. No messing around. Just get it and go up and finish it off. Team that wants it the most and is willing to really work hard and scrap hard can sometimes pull it off. And Brisbane has had a few flat patches this season, and so they can't just anticipate a win here. The Devils are tough at home.
Shields brings it back to 8 points. As I said earlier on, the Bullets earlier this year lost to the Melbourne Tigers, who are on the bottom in the cellar.
That I would have to seem to believe, because the Devils have just torn Melbourne apart that many times. It's silly.
That did happen. And what's happening now is Ronnie Radcliffe has it for the Brisbane Bullets, who lead by 8 points. Just under 9 minutes of play remaining in this final quarter. Hasn't been a high-scoring game, but it's been a game that's had action. Jerry Denard incurs the wrath of the referees for the 3rd time.
Jerry is a very strong defensive player, can play it tough. Dan Van Horst Palakar reporting in. That's goodbye, Jerry, and that's a bad break for the Devils. He's a strong defensive player, one of their leading rebounders, and with him going out, fouling out, it really puts a dent in. Dan Van Horst Palakar, strong player, but you can see on the small side.
Bye-bye, Jerry. Number 5 for personal fouls for he. Searching for further cushion. Carfino darts off. That was close. This is closer. It's in the hole. Brennan Stanwich.
77-71. Devils in a big comeback. Now you'll see the professionalism of Brisbane, though. They'll have to steady here. Make sure this one inside. No problems.
Big, good John Dawes. What a man. What a mountain of a man. He grappled with the bag of wind. They had it in the right mitt and sunk it in the hole.
Right, they seem to have the answers. When they really want to score, Brisbane seem like they can always pull the score up. Devils, on the other hand, little individual brilliance by Carfino, struggling, gets clear, feeds it off, and it's stolen.
Coach Cool is cool. He's been there, knows all about this sort of pressure. That are his charges on court. Responding the way in which you'd expect a top team to respond. But the Devils are fired up. The Devils are making a game of this.
Too slow, Murray Shields. Couldn't quite get to that loose ball. Here comes Leroy. Oh, this will be a very interesting call. Very interesting call. What is it? Looks like Leroy was trying to charge through there. And Brennan Stanwich, you can see him slide across. Leroy keeps pushing, but definitely he slid across there. No, he didn't have his position. Good call by the referee. Murray Shields, big rebound. Plenty of hands after it, but Murray holds on to it.
Former Brisbane Bullets player Murray Shields with a few points to prove. 79 plays 71. The Bullets lead by 8. Just under 7 minutes remaining. The Bullets lead by 6. Jeff Akers, 21 points.
Good shooter of the ball. Simstock playing defense, but got dropped off a little bit there, and you don't drop off Jeff Akers. He's an outstanding outside shooter. There they are, working the ball inside. Loses it, gets it again. Just that second effort again by the Brisbane Bullets. Got the ball in the hoop, 81-73. Jeff Akers, up he goes. No good, and the rebound's pulled down by Brisbane. Court and goal. 81-73, Brisbane on top. 6 minutes to go in the ball game.
Plenty of big rebounders, plenty of big guns.
Radcliffe dishes it off. Look at that for rebounding strength. Dubious traveling call. 2 Brisbane Bullets had the ball same time. The goal doesn't count, and it's travel.
Big Larry had a big smile.
Carfino up and no good. Rebound. Dan Van Horst Pelican gets brushed aside. Too strong, the Brisbane Bullets. And they want that ball, they get it. Long pass.
Under 6 to go. 8 points in it. The Bullets lead. They've led all night, bar for the opening couple of minutes. Nice and tight.
There you see Sinstock, Ronnie the Rat, wide open, no good again, and there the Devils finally get the rebound.
A couple of goes at it from Ronnie, both unsuccessful.
Now we got to see if the Devils have that professionalism. Need to score on this one, stay competitive. Down in the almost 5 minutes to go. The Devils need a score here. Nearly threw it away.
What can you do with it, Murray?
Inside, and he draws the foul.
Wouldn't be called poetry in motion,
no.
but effective enough.
Yes, a little bit lumbering, but he's moving across there. You can see the foul there.
Sitting on 14 points, the big fellow. Sweat glistening. And that would have been handy.
Feeling the pressure on Murray. Not pretty, but it counts. 1 point. Now we'll see what the Devils are going to do on this little bit of a pressure defense. There they
7
go.
points in at the ball.
Starting the trap. Trying to get up the trap, but Brisbane clever, not putting the ball on the floor. Look at that. Good movement. When the pressure comes on, do not dribble the ball. Keep the ball moving.
Radcliffe. Under 5 minutes of play remaining. The clock ticking by. The Bullets leading by 7 points. The Senstock. The Lizard. Carfino slapped away from him.
That's back court.
'81 plays 74. Set shot from Stanwix. 5 points in the ball game. Stanwix has 6. We have 4 minutes of play remaining. Yet another spine-tingling finish at the Kingwood Sports Stadium. So far this year, they've all gone by way of the opposition. If that's going to be the trend.
Never been beaten by more than 6 at home by anybody, and the Devils are tough at home, but they seem to always fail. Big turnover. Chance for the Devils to get it right down to 3. Now they've got to have that bit of nous, get the good score. Devils tough at home. Carfino.
He's encouraging from the sidelines.
They're isolating him. They're going to say, go ahead, you take the shot, Steve. There he goes. No good. Oh, and it fell right into Dan Van's hands, and he dropped it.
Plenty of pressure being applied. Ronnie the Rat goes for home. 5 points in at the Bullets lead. 3.5 minutes just under.
Great hands, Leroy Loggins, but stolen away, and then he fouls. Brisbane Bullets go to 14 fouls. That's important in this fourth quarter. 3 minutes, 22nd to go. Stole the ball. Strong play by Dan Van Horst-Pellikar.
Fouls continue to mount for the Brisbane Bullets. 81 plays 76. Dave Atkins, like a policeman on patrol duty. The hand
Regular
signals.
offense. Regular.
Keeps his cool. He'd be tight at the moment. He'd be tight as a drum. The Devils have the ball. They're down by 5. The Bullets with a reputation to uphold and a win to achieve. Akers sitting on 4 fouls.
Leroy Loggins playing super defense. Inside to Murray Shields, and he drops a sitter. Just what the Devils didn't need. That's the difference in the two teams. Devils had the opportunity, lost that ball inside. Brisbane has given them the opportunity to win. And again, you see loose ball there, but Brisbane picks it up quickly.
2 minutes, 45 seconds remaining.
Devils had 2 opportunities to bring it to 3, but missed it both times.
Still 5 in it.
Leroy Loggins. Ronnie Ratcliffe. No good, but there's a strong board play. Strong board play. Carfino on the fast break. He'll take it up strong, and it's good.
3 points in it. We have 2 minutes and 25 seconds to go. And the Kingwood Sports Stadium erupts. The Brisbane Bullets, the NBL reigning premiers, hang on tight. The Devils with a sniff. The Bullets are cool. The next basket vital. The next basket vital. Stolen by Shields. The muscles are flexing. Into the last 2 minutes.
It's nail-biting time. 1 minute 56 to go. Devils down by 3.
Jeff Akers.
Little one-on-one. Back to Carfino.
How do you feel, Steve? Stanwix. Akers. 1 point in the ball game. 1.5 minutes to go. Akers on 23.
The crowd absolutely wrapped. The Devils pulling another one. 1 minute 26 to go. Plenty of chance. Brisbane right on the realm of a big upset. Gotta love that ball. Looking for a turnover now.
Bullets have it.
Leroy Loggins.
Loggins. It's good.
Nice
What
and
a
neat.
good shot.
Top shot by a champ. Leaping Lizard Leroy Loggins sticks it in the hole.
1 minute 9 seconds. Carfino, Akers.
A three-point result will tie it up. 1 minute under now to go. Akers. He's outside the line. He's inside now. Stanwicks. Carfino goes for it.
Foul. Yes. Going to the line. 1 and 1.
47 seconds remaining. The Bullets lead by 3. Super game. Super stuff. NBL action from Kingborough. And the crowd getting their money's worth. All 1,200 odd. Goodbye, Larry Senstock.
Maybe a little too late, though. Keep smiling, Ronnie. You're still in front. Those missed free throws of Akers and Carfino earlier could tell the story.
Brisbane Bullets calling timeout.
This will be interesting. Now you'll see the composite national champion coach getting his team ready for this crucial last 40 seconds.
Okay, they're going to jam Leroy, they're going to double team. The other guys get open, all right? Got to go to the offensive boards. No fouls, fellas, no fouls. All right, no fouls. Okay, going to go to Leroy. Now let's work around your Leroy, good shot inside. Work to get Ronnie open. Dave, you're open, you take. You guys got to go to those offensive boards. Dave, you got to pinch in those offensive boards. All right, it's a one-on-one situation here. Make sure we screen out. Make sure someone's got the screen.
Right, they're going to get the ball to Leroy Loggins or Ronnie, the wrap for an outside shot. Pressure right on here. Devils 83 for Brisbane. The Devils 80, 3 points in it in a bonus situation. Missed the first one, he doesn't get a second. Devils still have one ball up their sleeve so they can aggressively attack the ball if they do miss.
Steve Carfino going to the line, sitting on 27 points. Would have to be the most popular figure in basketball throughout Tasmania. If he gets this one, his popularity rating will soar.
Well, what's that do to his popularity rating?
Doesn't do anything for that, and it doesn't change the scoreboard. Take 2.
2 points, 83-81. Devils will get used to the ball one more time. 46 seconds to go, and there's some action down there that we missed.
Leroy Loggins arguing with the referee, the Bullets.
Don't draw technical. 46 seconds. Brisbane also will have the ball again.
Vanos Pelican, 2 points in it.
Get it to Carfino, and look at him go. There he goes. And a jumper.
It's in the hole.
Tie game, 84-83. Devils hit the front.
Three-pointer call from the sideline. Three-pointer from Carfino.
28 seconds. Brisbane, can you do it? You're the reigning premiers.
Crowd going wild. 1 shot left. Leroy Loggins. No good. Murray Shields has the ball.
15 seconds.
He's still got the ball. The Devils with 12 seconds to go. Unbelievable scenes here at Kingborough. Unbelievable scenes.
They changed the score again. That wasn't a three-pointer. It was only a two-pointer. 83 all, tie score. Murray Shields with a chance to make a name for himself.
Unbelievable. The score went to 84-83. The crowd went a little crazy, to say the least. The score now has been amended to 83-83.
Yes, they thought that was a three-pointer, but it wasn't. 83 all. What do you do now?
Ask Brian Curl. Let's hear him.
Sure we work around, we get it to the shooters now. Or we take it aside. They're not going to call anything. No, let's just work for a good shot. If he makes both of them, then we've got to, we got to go and tie the game up. Let's tie the game up. All right? Let's get in there and make sure we get that rebound.
83.
Well, Murray Shields was disappointed with his effort with Brisbane not getting a game. Right now, he can make himself a name. 83-83, 12 seconds. With Murray
Quite a lot, Leroy Loggins. He's finished for the night. Big bad Murray Shields. This is your chance. Stick this in the hole, and you will be cheered from the court. We have 12 seconds to go. Murray Shields limbering up, flexing the muscles.
Gotta
blood,
just-
I would suggest, is gushing through his veins.
Just
at
got to treat it
150
like a
mile an
normal
hour.
shot. Just a normal shot. No good. What a bummer.
10 seconds remaining. A shot for the Bullets. Or into extra time.
Ronnie Radcliffe lost it, threw it in, blocked. Overtime, 83-83. Oh, Murray, you could have done it.
83-83. And that is not the end of the game. It is almost the end of the crowd here at the stadium, who have gone bananas.
Oh, Murray, I bet he just said, oh, this is my moment, and he couldn't do it. But what a fight back. 83-83. Devils looked on for all money midway through that fourth term, but they came back strong. What's Dave got to say?
That's my fault. We should have had it out. I was too slow. That's okay. Hey, 5 minutes. We can do it, guys. Okay, let's go. Work hard.
The game, the announcers just said the game is not over. I think everyone in the crowd thinks it is. Well, it is not over. So sit down, regain your composure. There's still action.
There's two things that are very interesting right now. Those two things are Larry Sinstock and Leapin' Leroy Loggins watching the game from the bench. That's the big thing. Tassie Devils have lost Jerry Denard, and so Leroy Loggins is sitting, Sinstock is sitting, so the Devils have a good chance at this ball game.
5 minutes. 5 minutes. Let's check the leading point scorers. Steve Carfino, 30. Jeff Akers, 23, but Akers sitting on 4 fouls. And for the Brisbane Bullets, 18 to Leroy Loggins, who's off the court, and 14 to Chris McGraw. And that just about sums it up. We have 5 minutes remaining. The crowd here thought the game was over. The crowd here initially thought the game had been won. A 2-point shot from Steve Carfino that went in the hole was given as a 3-point result. And the crowd became totally involved. There's Paul Simpson, who is sitting on top of the action.
With the
There's Dave Atkins. Scenes here, unbelievable.
Right.
Sensational stuff. Can do nothing but good for NBL basketball. The Bullets have led all night. The Devils have refused to give in. It's been super stuff, and we've got 5 minutes to go. And then I'm going home.
Yeah. I love it. Great stuff.
The clock ticking down, 20 seconds before we hit the final 5 minutes. It's all new for the Cascade Tassie Devils. They haven't been in this situation before. The Brisbane Bullets protecting third spot on the ladder. The Bullets third from the bottom.
I think the coolness of Brisbane already. They got Danny Morseau in there now. Experienced Olympic player and experienced Australian player. Nice to have a player like that coming off the bench for you, isn't it?
Here we go again.
5 minutes to go. 83-83 all. Pressure on the referees, pressure on the stadium, and here we go.
You ain't telling me nothing.
Devils, first use of the ball.
Carfino.
No good.
Akers went to assist,
And
so did
lost it.
Shields.
2 attempts. Couldn't get either one of them in.
Sibley to Radcliffe, which is good. McGraw. Big guns, Loggins and Senstock watching from the sidelines. They've both been fouled off. The place was plentiful for the Bullets. Can't find the hole. From the sidelines. Smooth
Every
Akers.
possession, so important now. They're really on Carfino. They don't want him to take a shot. Stanwyck, Akers, fancy on the dribble. Jump shot, in.
4
Devils
minutes,
hit the front.
4 minutes remaining. Devils lead in extra time.
Long time to go. 3:57 on the clock. But that's an important one. That first shot makes the other team play a little more catch-up. Whoa, error, not a good play.
Shields doing the pointing. And the ball with Akers. The Devils lead 85-83. We're in extra time.
You see him lose it out of bounds there. He's already out. Now the pressure defense, Brisbane. Hobart with the ball, leading by 2 points. Cascade and Tassie Devils, the battle of the Brewers.
It's not all froth and bubble out there. Akers. Oh, air ball wide and missed by a long way. Ronnie the Rat.
On the run, pulls up, shoots, no good. Shields over the back, and he steals the
Big
ball.
stuff, Murray Shields, and they love him.
Long pass down the court.
Stanwicks hangs on to it. 3 minutes remaining. Akers, a bit of space.
Turned
Decided
down an
against the
easy
shot.
one.
Carfino, he'll go. Akers this time.
Devils moving the ball well. Carfino, long shot, it's all net.
Now that's got to be three-pointer.
Yes, it is.
They lead by 5 points. Under 3 minutes of play. Bullets, top team. Let's see them respond. They will. Nelson misses. Shields gets another grab. No, he doesn't. In the hole, McGraw.
Should have had that one. Devils missed an opportunity there. Still lead by 3. 2:37.
It is a long 2 minutes and 37 seconds. 88 plays 85. Not a high-scoring match.
Good defense by both sides, though. Carfino cleared on this side. Good pickup defense. Goes the shot. And it was knocked out of bounds. Oh, the referee changed his mind. Pointed one way, then pointed the other. Pressure is all on everybody.
Morsu, Radcliffe. 2 minutes, 10 seconds remaining. Devils lead by 3. Excitement. Sensational basketball action this evening. The steal attempted. Morsu.
And he's called for a foul. 2-shot foul. Devils have plenty of opportunities here, but Brisbane right the answer. More so. Tough call at home.
In the foreground, Van Hospalican, the tongue twister, knows he's in the wrong. 2 minutes remaining. Devils lead by 3 points. Dave Atkins, there's the crowd. Look at them.
Is lifting off. Oh, listen to that crowd. Boy, oh boy, Danny Morsu. Whoa, the noise is deafening, and it's no good. No good. And the second shot coming up. And the crowd lifting the roof again.
Let's just check the Richter scale. We've hit 7 and we're rising.
That looks good. 2 points in it. Devils 88. 86 the Bullets. This is a big score for the Devils. They can score here. They got to be in with a chance.
2 minutes remaining. 88 plays. 86. Scoreboard giving me heart flutters. This is extra time.
Don't lose your dribble. It's the way you lose the ball. Nearly lost it.
Stanwicks.
Pass
Here's McMurray.
Missed the center.
He'll go again, will he? If he gets hold of the ball.
He's fall for a push. Yes.
How can you remove an object like that? He's too big to push.
That's right. His chance to go to the line again and do something. There, he's got it. You can see him knocking him around. Hang in there, Big Murray. He couldn't do it before. Can he do it this time? Oh, it's only 1-on-1. He's got to get the first one in. 88-86.
Brian Curl, a worried man. Leroy Logan sitting on the sidelines. He's best mate Larry Senstock as well. Murray, it's your move. "16 points. Devils lead by 3. 1 minute 34 remaining. Pardon the voice.
In and out. That could have been a big one. Ronnie Ratcliffe with the ball. Ronnie the Rat.
89 plays 86. Bullets. Need a sniff. Need a basket.
Here it comes. Oh, good feed off. Inside.
Chris McGraw thumped that one down the tube. 1 point in it. 1 minute, 10 seconds remaining. What a cliffhanger.
Each team will probably have one more possession each, so it's crucial to get that score. Three-pointer would be handy, but I doubt if anybody be game to take it in this game.
Stanwicks. Akers.
The ball to your shooters.
Temptation there for Akers. Fakes, now goes.
It was going in, and Dan Van Horst-Pellica pulled it out.
Bullets a big chance.
89-88, 39 seconds.
A basket, they're in front. They lead by 1, the Devils. Working for the shot. Radcliffe. 29 seconds. Who's going to fire it? Morzu, in and out. He's got it again. It's in. They lead by 1 point, 20 seconds remaining.
Great second effort, Danny Morso. Great second effort.
Devils call a timeout. Bullets lead by 1 point, 21 seconds to go. Let's hear from the doctor, Dave Atkins.
Okay, we're gonna run. We're gonna run this. Okay, we're setting here, 5, 3, 1, and 2. Let's just move the ball. Jeff, you sat here to help. When there's, hey, listen to this. When there's 12 seconds left, then I want Jeff to go down. I want the four-man to clear out. And I want Steve one-on-one on this side of the court. Now we've got to have the two-man back on defense. 12 seconds. 12, you hold the ball to this 12 seconds, and then you clear the hell out. If they're in the zone, I want you to move it and take the shot with about 5 seconds. All right, let's go. Let's win it. Let's win it.
Let's win it. Well, that was Dr. Dave Atkins. I'm sure that his counterpart in crime, Brian Curl, would have different ideas, irrespective of who takes the points. The winner tonight has again been NBL basketball. Super stuff. Sensational game here at the Devils playground. 12 seconds remaining. Brisbane Bullets lead by 1. Carfino goes for it. And puts it in the hole. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's all over.
Devils!
Unbelievable. The Devils have defeated the Brisbane Bullets in the upset of the year. The Bullets have been knocked off. The Devils have won.
91.
Sensational.
What a finish.
Sensational.
Yes.
And you have now witnessed the greatest Devils performance ever. The Brisbane Bullets beaten right on the death knot. The bee's knee in it. The Bullets down. The Devils up. What a game. What a game.
Steve said, let's work for one shot. We're going to isolate Carfino on the side. 12 seconds, let's work for the shot. And it worked just like it was drawn on that little paper with all the little dots.
Goal scorers for the Devils. 35 to Carfino, 25 to Akers. And for the Brisbane Bullets, let's have a look at them. We've got 18 to Leroy Loggins, who was fouled off, and 18 to Chris McGraw. Don Hanson very quickly wrap it up because our man of the match will be interviewing in just a moment. Sensational finish. The Bullets losing. What a finish. Quick comments.
Oh, you couldn't ask for any more. It's NBL at its best. As we say, the NBL is such a tough conference that the bottom team, one of the bottom teams, the Devils are not the bottom team, but one of the lower echelons can get up and beat a top team like Brisbane at home. Just goes to show you the strength of this magnificent league, the magnificent basketball. Tassie Devils in the upset of the year, 91. Brisbane Bullets, 90. Steve Carfino, man of the match without a doubt.
The choice comes from Don Hanson, and we will now take you to the man of the match in the top game from the Kingborough Sports Stadium tonight, Steve Carfino. Courtside, the man of the match, Steve Carfino. Steve, you couldn't have been any closer. Top game, well done. Must be a great feeling to knock off the big guns, the Brisbane Bullets.
Oh yeah, we've been so close in so many games, and to win a close game is really an accomplishment because we've been so close. We've been able to win the games where we've been able to overpower the teams and win by 35. I think it really showed some character tonight, the way we got behind, came back, and then when we felt like we blew it towards the end and we felt like we should have won it in regulation, then we came back in the overtime and showed what we had and came back and won it.
Well, at the start of the last quarter, you were 13-odd points down, and I think even the crowd expected that perhaps you might be able to get to within 5 or 6, but the normal trend would follow on and the Bullets would pull away. That didn't happen. What was the difference on court tonight?
Well, that was understandable that the crowd would feel like that because we've done that so many times. But we've just, like I said before, we've been so close, and we really felt like we could get one. We felt like we had a good shot without Cal Bruton in the lineup today because they felt a little sluggish without their point guard. So we went after him and picked up the defensive intensity, and that was the difference in the ball game tonight.
It was a big performance by Murray Shields. I think he was out to do well this evening, and plenty of pressure on Murray towards the end of the game.
Oh yeah, Murray got up there and he missed the free throw in the regulation, but he really stuck it in there towards the overtime, and I couldn't feel better for anybody but Murray because he's struggled since he's gotten here, and if he wanted to have a big game, he really wanted to have it against the Brisbane Ball Club.
And is there a better feeling than knocking off last year's NBL premiers, the Brisbane Bullets, by 1 point in front of a parochial crowd?
Well, anytime we can knock off anyone in front of our crowd, we really feel like they deserve something better, not just getting close, but actually winning a ball game. The fact that it's the defending champions, well, you know, we'll take it. And so, but we think any win's a good win.
Well played, Steve. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Well done. Steve Carfino, the man of the match. And next Friday night, it's the Canberra Cannons. They're all happy on court, but the man to perhaps feel a little sympathy for was Paul Simpson. Unfortunately, Paul couldn't play, but Paul was more than pleased to be involved in the big win recorded by the Cascade Tassie Devils over the Brisbane Bullets.